What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. Today we're going to focus in on the Detroit Red Wings Nashville Predators first round series. Both teams are obviously perennial Central Division powers. Both got kind of fell behind due to St. Louis really having a breakout season under Ken Hitchcock, brought in a couple games into the season. Both teams are great, and both teams have aspirations to win the Stanley Cup this year. You can ask me. Everyone in the playoffs wants to win the Stanley Cup. Well, these teams are built for it, and it's a shame only one's going to make it out of the first round. Goaltending, Nashville has the advantage. Pekka Rinne is unbelievable. He's a guy that can win you a playoff series by himself. It almost did against Vancouver had he not struggled at home the way he did, which is kind of ironic. Jimmy Howard's a pretty good goalie. Obviously, we've seen what he can do for the University of Maine. I have seen what he can do for the University of Maine. He obviously has taken Detroit to the second round the last 2 years, but is he a guy that can win the Stanley Cup? I'm not totally sure. We'll see what happens. He'll probably be a lock for the 2014 U.S. Olympic team, but we'll see how that shakes up. But I'm not knocking Howard. I'm just saying Rinne is better, and I don't think too many people argue with me on that. Even the most dedicated Wings fans will say, yeah, Rinne is unbelievable. Defense. This is where it gets dicey. You got one of the greatest defensemen of all time in Nick Lidstrom. Cronwall, Brad Stewart, Jakob Kindle, good young rookie. They're a pretty solid blue line, but at the same time, Shea Weber's the best defenseman in hockey. I'm sorry, I said it. Quote me on it. Best defenseman in hockey, arguably best player in hockey. He's the best player in hockey at his position, I should say. Suter's can be number one on many different teams, and if he doesn't resign with Nashville, will be. I hope he does resign with Nashville. I think they will resign him. But beyond those two, you got Hal Gill, midseason acquisition, can definitely help you kill penalties, block shots, do stuff like that. But we'll see how that shakes up. I think Gill's definitely a difference maker back there. I think he'll help keep Datsuk and Zetterberg, those guys in check. With his long, he's 6'7", he's got a long stick and can definitely, he's won a cup with Pittsburgh before, he knows what he has to do. But beyond that, Bouillon, Kevin Klein, guys like that. I'm not knocking those guys, but I think Detroit's going to beat in the depth department defensively. But I think Nashville's top two are as good as any in the league, really. I don't think too many people argue with me on that. Forward's another one. It's easy to just say, oh, well, Datsuk, Zetterberg, Cleary, all those guys, Franzen, Holmstrom, those guys, they're the best, they're the better forwards. But you look at Nashville for a second, look at how their forwards are structured. They get some of the best forward depth in the league, possibly the best. Probably got 15 capable NHL forwards on that team for 16 Radulov. And that's another thing. Radulov's the X factor. 2-time KHL MVP. He's shown that he can score over there. He's shown that he can score over here. Prototypical Russian. I know Detroit was not happy that he came over. Obviously, if you're trying to win the cup and one of your Western Conference opponents, Western Conference rivals, picks up a guy like that, a couple days before the deadline, I think, but Nashville have a right to bring him back. Then you look at the Costitans have been great. Hornquist has scored 30 goals. Mike Fisher has gone to Cup Finals before with Ottawa. He can play a sound two-way game. Legwand plays a sound two-way game. When healthy, he can be pretty good. The third and fourth line's a good. Gaustad brought him in. They paid a lot for a fourth lineup, but he can win face-offs, block shots, and do all the intangibles. Detroit wanted him. Nashville's want to outbid them to get him. So he's worth it. I'm looking at both teams going, all right, maybe give that slightest of edges to Detroit, but Nashville's not too far behind. Nashville's a lot closer in terms of Nashville hasn't had a forward core this good since Forsberg and Correa were on the team 5 years ago. So, put that in perspective. In terms of picking a winner of this series, Nashville in 6. I think this is their year. I think this is the year they come out of the West. They've got it. Goaltending. They got the best goaltender in the Western Conference, not named John Quick. Guys like Weber and Suter back there, can impact the game in a number of different ways. I think it's theirs to lose. I think the Stanley Cup will be coming to the Music City, and I think Detroit, as good as they are, will be vanquished in the first round by a very, very good Nashville Predators team. And they're 0-2 in the playoffs in history of their franchise against Detroit. So this is the third time's a charm. That's it for this episode of the Power Play with CJ on the Predators Detroit Red Wings first round series. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the season. Later, guys.